Your person is deeply troubled, burdened by the weight of regret and realization. At one point, they acted as though they didn't love you, as if what you had together was something they could ignore, suppress, or replace. But now, in the silence of your absence and the emptiness left behind, they are beginning to truly understand what they lost. They pretended not to care, not because they didn't feel something for you, but because they didn't know how to handle the intensity of what you brought into their life. They were unaware of the depth of your love, the purity of your intentions, and the strength of your soul. They had no clue that you were, in every sense of the word, a rare and divine presence, an angel with a pure, open heart. Now that you're gone, the truth is sinking in. They are beginning to face the consequences of their choices. The betrayal of your trust, whether through dishonesty, distance, or emotional neglect, has come back around. Karma is showing them exactly what it feels like to lose someone who was once willing to give them everything without condition. Your love was genuine, loyal, and healing. They didn't recognize its value when it was right in front of them, and now they're left wrestling with the pain of that realization. This regret is more than just guilt, it's transformation. Your person is no longer the same. They've spent sleepless nights thinking about what they did, replaying conversations, moments, and decisions they wish they could undo. They want to show you that they've changed. Not just in words, but in action, in energy, in presence. They're willing to risk everything now, their pride, their comfort, even their fear of rejection, just to have a chance to be in your life again. But even with that willingness, they're afraid. Afraid that you'll never trust them again. Afraid that the damage is permanent. Afraid that the version of themselves you once believed in no longer exists in your eyes. What they don't fully understand is how much stronger you've become in their absence. You've grown, healed, and risen. You didn't just wait around for them to return, you found a deeper connection to yourself. And the more unfazed and self-assured you appear, the more obsessed they become. They can't stop thinking about you. The silence between you echoes louder than any argument ever did. It's haunting them, reminding them of how they let someone irreplaceable slip through their fingers. They know they've messed up, possibly beyond repair. This isn't a fleeting emotion, it's a deep, ongoing ache. They can feel the distance between you like a wound that won't heal. And while you may seem composed on the surface, they're falling apart in ways you may never see. The separation has affected them more than you might ever realize. It's humbled them, broken their ego, and forced them to confront truths they tried to avoid. Your absence didn't just create a void, it sparked awakening. Now, your person is ready to fight for you in ways they never did before. They are prepared to go to lengths they once weren't willing to consider. This time, it's not about convenience or timing, it's about purpose. Because through everything, one undeniable truth has emerged: your love is real. It always was. And not just real in the romantic sense, but spiritual. Transformational. The kind of love that awakens both people to their higher selves. The connection between you wasn't just emotional, it was soul deep. It activated something within both of you, something bigger than the relationship itself. You both stirred something sacred in each other, something that forced growth, even if it came through pain. There is a powerful reason why this connection still lingers, why your person can't let go no matter how much time has passed. Because the love you shared wasn't ordinary, it was written into the fabric of your destinies. And while they may have taken the long, painful route to understanding that, they finally see it now. They finally see you. They're being drawn back to you, not by desperation alone, but by the recognition of your soul. And while nothing can undo the past, they're ready to do whatever it takes to create a future where they never take your love for granted again. The love between you was never meant to be lost, it was meant to awaken. And now, no matter the obstacles, they can no longer deny what their heart has always known, that they were meant to love you, and only you. They may have failed you before, but this time, they are determined not to let you go. Not again. Not now. Because losing you taught them what truly matters, and that's a lesson they will never forget. I've spent so much time trying to silence my emotions when it comes to you. I thought if I buried them deep enough, if I distracted myself long enough, I could move on. But no matter how much I try, my soul keeps being pulled back to you. It's not just a passing thought or a fleeting feeling, it's a constant, undeniable craving for your presence. And the more I fight it, the stronger it becomes. I've realized that shutting off my emotions hasn't brought me peace, it's only made me feel more lost without you. Haven't you seen it in the way I look at you? I may not have said the words, and I may have fallen short in showing you consistently, but my eyes have always told the truth. Every glance, every moment I let myself get lost in you, it was love. Real love. Deep, unshakable, and pure. No one else has ever made me feel this way. No one in my life has ever come close to what you mean to me. You are entirely irreplaceable, and I see that more clearly now than ever. You are the only woman whose opinion truly matters to me. Your words, your thoughts, your advice, they carry weight. You've always had this wisdom, this clarity that guides me in ways no one else can. Even when I didn't ask for it, you always knew exactly what I needed to hear. You see right through me, and somehow, instead of turning away, you chose to care. I've never felt so accepted, flaws and all. And that's not something I can overlook anymore. I know without a doubt that you love me, and not just casually, but unconditionally. That kind of love is rare, and I see it in everything you've done for me, even when I didn't deserve it. I feel it when others talk about us. There's a kind of energy around our connection that others pick up on, even if they don't understand it, they know it's real. I feel it too, deeply. And even though I've tried to suppress it, I now know that denying it has only been hurting us both. The truth is, I'm not as strong as you. You have this courage and love that I've always admired. You've never been afraid to show the world how much I mean to you. You've loved me openly and fearlessly. I've always envied that strength because I've been too scared to match it. I've been so afraid of being vulnerable, of being seen. I wish I could have done the same for you. I wish I had the same boldness to show you, and everyone, how much you mean to me. I know it's taken me a long time to come to you. And I know that my silence, my absence, and my distance may have scared you, confused you, or made you feel unimportant. That was never my intention. I was just lost in my own fears and insecurities. I wasn't ready, not because you weren't worth it, but because I didn't feel worthy of the kind of love you gave so freely. I know I haven't been communicating the way I should, and for that, I'm truly sorry. Please believe me when I say that I am in love with you. Not just a little, not just sometimes, but fully, consistently, deeply. I will never willingly hurt you again. That doesn't mean I won't make mistakes, but I'm committed to learning from them and doing better for you and for us. Right now, I just need a little more time, not to decide how I feel, because I already know, but to find the strength to open myself to you completely, to be the man you deserve. Every time I've run from this, from you, I've only ended up missing you more. The further I go, the clearer it becomes, I don't want a life that doesn't have you in it. I'm tired of pretending that I can just move on. I'm tired of hiding, tired of running from the very thing my heart has already chosen. That's why I've made the decision to stop fighting it. I'm accepting the truth, and the truth is you. It's always been you. So now, I'm choosing to take the lead. I don't want to be passive anymore. I want to show you that I can step up, that I can love you with the same boldness and openness you've always shown me. But I ask for your patience, please. As much as I want to be there right now, fully and completely, I'm still navigating my way back to you. I'm building the courage to open up and give you the love you've always deserved. Please don't give up on me. I am making my way back to you, not because I need someone to save me, but because I want to be the one who stands beside you, loves you openly, and finally stops hiding what we both know has always been real. You've pulled back your energy, and now your partner is feeling an immense and undeniable void in their life. What once felt secure and constant has suddenly shifted, and it's leaving them confused, anxious, and longing for the connection they once took for granted. They're missing you more than they expected, so much so that they've started looking for subtle signs, clues, or any kind of insight into what's happening in your world. Your silence speaks volumes. The love you once openly expressed so freely is now absent, and that absence is echoing in their mind like a loud, unanswered question. This change in you is not only unsettling for them, it's completely foreign. You were always the one who wore your heart on your sleeve, who gave without hesitation, and who made your love known without fear. Now, you've chosen to hold back, to protect your energy, and to stop pouring into someone who didn't meet you with the same emotional intensity. This unfamiliar version of you is not broken, it's empowered. You've decided to prioritize your own emotional well-being and place your own life at the forefront. And that transformation, while healthy and necessary for you, has left your partner in shock. They never anticipated that you could grow in this way, that you could remove your emotional presence so completely, without chasing, without pleading, without trying to explain yourself over and over again. Your inner strength has surfaced, and it's undeniable. What they once mistook for weakness or neediness, they now see as love in its purest form. And in your absence, they've come to realize that your love was never something to be taken lightly. You were consistent, patient, and deeply loyal. But now, you're focused on yourself, on your peace, and on building a life that centers your happiness rather than theirs. This realization has hit your partner hard. They're beginning to recognize how they pushed you away, how they denied their feelings or failed to fully show up for you when it mattered most. The guilt is growing, and it's turning inward. They're angry with themselves for allowing their pride, fear, or emotional immaturity to create distance between you. They understand now that they lost something rare. And even though they may have been the one who acted indifferent or detached in the past, they're now feeling the sting of what it means to be on the receiving end of silence. Your partner knows there's only one way back to you now, through truth. Real, unfiltered, courageous truth. They understand that any mask they wore before, any half-truths or emotional games they may have played, will no longer work. You've outgrown that dynamic. The version of you they once knew would have accepted crumbs and called it love, but the version of you that exists now demands more, and rightly so. If they want a place in your life again, they know they must come forward with complete honesty, transparency, and vulnerability. Nothing less will suffice. In the meantime, your withdrawal is driving them into a kind of emotional desperation. If you've stopped calling, stopped texting, or simply stopped engaging the way you used to, it hasn't gone unnoticed. Far from it, it's consuming them. They check their phone hoping to see your name pop up. They scroll through your social media looking for hints, even the smallest indication that you're thinking of them. But what's hurting them most is the fear that someone else might be stepping in to offer you the kind of attention, affection, and presence that they failed to give. The idea of you being with someone else, someone who sees your worth immediately and treats you accordingly, is unbearable for them. And yet, the most powerful thing is that you're no longer seeking validation from them. You've reclaimed your energy, your time, and your peace. You've made a conscious decision to stop chasing love and instead start embodying it for yourself. Your silence isn't about punishment, it's about preservation. You're no longer willing to exhaust yourself in one-sided efforts. You're no longer staying in spaces where you have to prove your value. And this new version of you, the one who is calm, centered, and focused on their own growth, is both magnetic and intimidating. Now, the choice is entirely theirs. Will they rise to the occasion, speak their truth, and meet you at your level? Or will they stay stuck in the patterns that cost them your presence in the first place? Either way, you're no longer waiting. You've learned to stand on your own, and you're stronger for it.